Imagine holding the blueprint for a new drug that could stop cancer before it starts or reverse neurological decline in its earliest stages. That isn't science fiction. It is exactly what scientists at the Mayo Clinic just unlocked after nearly 40 years of relentless research. We are talking about protein kinase C-beta, a molecule that sits right at the crossroads of life and death for millions of people worldwide. Today, we break down this massive breakthrough in protein structure discovery and see how understanding its molecular shape is going to revolutionize medicine forever. By the time you finish this video, you will understand exactly why this single protein holds the key to treating some of our most stubborn diseases and what it means for the future of personalized healthcare. For almost 4 decades, researchers have been staring at a blank screen, trying to see the shape of protein kinase C-beta. It is one of those proteins that sounds complicated, but plays an incredibly simple yet devastating role in our bodies. This molecule acts like a master switch, turning on and off various cellular processes depending on where it goes. When PKC-beta is active in certain tissues, it signals cells to grow and divide, which is normal for healing wounds or building muscle. However, when that same switch gets flipped incorrectly, it becomes the primary driver behind uncontrolled cell growth and tumor formation. The discovery of its precise molecular structure changes everything because until now, we were guessing at how this protein worked based on fragments of data. Now, with high-resolution imaging techniques finally resolving its full 3-dimensional shape, scientists can see exactly which parts of the molecule grab onto DNA, which ones interact with other proteins to build fat cells, and which sections are responsible for blocking carbohydrate burn rates in a way that actually helps metabolism. This clarity allows us to move from general observations to surgical precision in targeting this specific protein without harming healthy tissue elsewhere in the body. Once we know the shape of the protein, the next logical step is understanding how manipulating it affects the whole organism. Recent findings suggest that disabling PKC-beta supercharges the cell's ability to burn both carbohydrates and fat simultaneously. Think about this for a second. Most metabolic treatments try to block fat absorption or force sugar into muscles in isolation. But when you target this specific protein structure, you get a dual-action effect that mimics the body's ideal energy state. In studies involving animal models, researchers observed that cells with PKC-beta inhibited didn't just lose weight. They fundamentally changed their fuel source preference. They stopped relying on glucose for quick energy and switched to utilizing stored fats more efficiently, which is exactly what the body needs during long periods of fasting or intense physical exertion. This discovery opens up a new avenue for treating obesity and metabolic syndrome, where drugs could act as metabolic accelerators rather than just appetite suppressants. The implication is that we might finally have a treatment that restores natural metabolic flexibility instead of artificially forcing weight loss through starvation or extreme dieting alone. Beyond metabolism, the structural insights into PKC-beta reveal its deep connection to 2 of humanity's biggest killers, cancer and neurological diseases. The protein is a key player in pathways that regulate cell communication, and when those signals go wrong, they can lead to the aggressive spread of tumors or the degeneration of brain cells. By revealing the full molecular structure published in Nature Communications, scientists have identified specific binding sites on PKC-beta that could be targeted by new generation inhibitors. These aren't just generic blockers. They are designed to fit into the protein's unique shape like a key in a lock, preventing it from activating cancer pathways or disrupting neural signaling. For patients with neurodegenerative conditions, this means potential therapies that stabilize cell communication rather than just slowing symptoms down. The fact that this protein has been linked to both rapid tumor growth and slow neurological decline highlights its versatility as a therapeutic target. It suggests that the same molecular mechanism driving cancer might also be hijacked by aging brain cells, offering a unified approach to treating multiple chronic conditions simultaneously. So what does this mean for you and me in practical terms? The most exciting part is that we are now looking at the first detailed drug targets derived from this specific structure. Pharmaceutical companies can use these precise molecular models to design drugs that interact with PKC beta before it causes damage, potentially curing conditions that were previously thought untreatable. We are entering an era where understanding the hidden machinery of life allows us to transform research into real-world therapies faster than ever before. The implications for patients with cancer or neurological disorders are profound. Treatments could become less invasive and more effective by targeting the root cause at a molecular level. Furthermore, the ability to manipulate this protein to improve carbohydrate and fat burning suggests that future weight management strategies will be far more sustainable and physiological. As we continue to map out these protein structures, we move closer to a world where diseases are prevented before they start rather than managed after they have taken hold. The journey from decades of research to actionable medical tools is finally complete for PKC beta, setting a new standard for what scientists can achieve when persistence meets advanced technology.